Hey kids, Flexing Teacher Weber here. I hope you're having a good day. We've been looking at place value of small numbers. We've specifically been looking at the tenths and the hundredths tenths and the hundredths place values, pardon me. What we did previously is we practiced writing numbers in standard form, the standard way we would write a number, like the number you would see here. What we started doing now is writing these numbers correctly in words. So this is what I've been having the kids do. So if I give them this number, first of all, we talked about what the different parts of this mean. We talked about the different place values. So I'll make a space there, decimal, space, space. We talked, just a reminder about what these place values are. All the kids have a place value chart in front of them at school. So right here, this is called the ones place value. The decimal, when we're saying the decimal word correctly, we say and. And this is the tenths place value, T-E-N-T-H-S. And this one is the hundredths place value, H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H-S. So I have the kids do that. We remind ourselves of the different place values. Now, if I was to take this number and put them in the proper place values, I'd have a 0 in the ones, a 3 in the tenths, and an 8 in the hundredths. And here's how you would say this number and write this number correctly. You'd pretend the decimal's not there. You'd just look at the number by itself and you'd say that number. Well, that number is 38. So we'll write down 38. So we just start by doing that. And then what we do is we say the place value of the final digit. The place value of the final digit is the 8. Its place value is the hundredths. So we would say 38 hundredths. And that's how we would say and write that number correctly. Now that would be correct. We could also do this. We could also add in the beginning part. We could say 0, 0, and. Whenever we're talking about a decimal, we try not to say point. We try to say and. So we could also say 0 and 38 hundredths. And that's how we say a number and write a number correctly. Let's look at another one. So this one, again, if I write down my place values, so there's the ones, decimal, tenths, hundredths. Now this one has a 0 in the ones. There's my decimal. We have a 9 in the tenths. We have nothing in the hundredths. So I may as well just take that away. Now here's how you write and say this number correctly. Just look at the number without the decimal. Say 9. Now the place value of the final digit. The final digit is the 9, and the 9 is in the tenths place value. So you would say 9 tenths. And that would be correct. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you could add the 0 and the decimal in. So you could say 0 and 9 tenths. And that would be how you would write and say that number correctly. Now let's take a look at this. Let's say we were given a fraction number like this. Well, same idea. This is a 9 in the tenths place value, 9 out of 10. And we could also say this as 9 tenths. It's a 9 in the tenths place value. And if we looked at one like this, we have a 46 in the hundredths place value. So we could say 46 and then hundredths. And that's how you properly write and say small numbers in the tenths and the hundredths. I hope that helps. The kids have an assignment today on this topic. Many of them finished in class. But if they didn't, hope this video helps them with their homework tonight. That's all for now. Flexing Teacher Weber out.